Hey, Susie's there.
Yay, we're live.
Hey,
Hello.
Zoe, don't encourage him.
You definitely do encourage him. Well, actually, you don't need to encourage me. I'm going to do it anyway.
I've got to keep reining myself in from shouting because I've got headphones on tonight because Susie's coming on.
Yes.
So I know I'm going to be more likely to shout.
Yes.
Because of headphones. Yes. Do we want to look in Discord and see if we can see Susie in there yet?
We would want to, but I just did so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right, I guess we could turn on our camera already.
I've got my muff ready and my rug's out.
Gross. But one thing I didn't do actually was set up the capture of the thing for Susie. Got Discord going and then didn't actually set it up.
Oh, right, okay. We're going to make it, Sue, so that you can see what everybody else will see when you're on.
Yes. Yeah, I set that part up and then forgot to do the actual thing we needed to do.
Oh, okay.
Shall I turn our camera on now?
Karen,
I'll set that
Linda.
while you talk to people.
Hello.
Yeah.
And Carol.
Hi, everyone.
I'm going to apologise in advance if I shout all the way through because I know I have a tendency to do that, especially when I've got headphones on.
Yes, I mean you do it a bit without the headphones, but
yeah, it's weird because when I'm recording, I don't do it.
Yeah.
There's something about my head that thinks when you're here as well, I'm in competition, I have to shout or something.
Yeah.
No, I think it's because I know I'm talking to people. It's like I'm on the phone, I have to shout.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like I think it's a
'cause
yogurt pot and
phones
string
require,
situation.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Hey, Jen! Hello, Vile! It's like sometimes I've gone because I always go back and watch the streams. You know, after a few hours, they go. You can watch them and you can see the live chat, and then I can catch up with all the live chat I missed. And sometimes I'm shouting so much, or even if I turn my volume down, my voice is so shouty I can't listen to it. It's really annoying. I'll try not to do it this time.
Are we going to want? Because we've got the guest scene here, but we're going to want to show up when we're doing other stuff as well, aren't we? Potentially. We didn't think this through at all.
Well, I think there'll be a bit where we're talking directly to Sue and asking her questions and stuff, and then we want people to be able to see her. But then the rest of the time she can stay and just join in audio.
Yeah.
If she wants to, or she can bugger off if she's had enough. I think it'll only be when we're actually like talking, you know. Do you see what Zoe's saying? Tom, you look like you're being held against your will. Blink 3 times if you need help. Hello, Anne and Kerry and Anita. Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is my one that Bazaar sent me. This blouse. I was so chuffed because it turned out it was a medium. I thought they'd have had to send me an XXL. It's a medium, and it's quite because you always think like the clothes that are made over in India and China and places where like people tend to be smaller, don't they? And if you buy clothes, you know, you have to buy triple XL because you're a 16 or whatever, you know. But yeah, this is a medium and it's a very comfortable fit actually.
Well,
Tom's giving me palpitations there to changing all these things on the screen. I don't know what he's done. I do not understand all of this.
It's not giving me the option to capture Discord.
Oh no. Are we a bit buggered then?
It's not great.
We've done it before though.
And yet.
Oh no.
I'll try restarting Discord, see if that magically works somehow.
But that's going to ruin everything.
It would be a problem, yeah. I mean, we could just do audio only, but...
Yeah, but we want to have a snout at Sue's crafter behind her.
Yeah.
So can we not do whatever it was we did the other day and do it as a screen recording? Oh no, that's in OBS, not... Sorry, bear with, guys.
Yeah. Luckily, they can just see us, they can't see all the stuff I'm messing around with here.
Yeah. We thought we had everything all sorted, but for some reason, Discord isn't letting us.
It's working now.
Is it?
Clearly, I mean, it was set up, and then it just decided, you know what? No. Just no.
Yes, Tom is better, thank goodness, Karen, thank you.
Oh yes, I survived the poisoning attempt.
He's going to try and say it was my cooking, because I did cook that day, but I wasn't ill. John wasn't ill.
You were a bit ill, to be fair.
I wasn't.
You said you were.
Well, the next day I was a bit tired and feeling a bit peaky, but that's not food poisoning.
The gammon was a bit out of date, but it wasn't too bad.
We've had, it wasn't out of date. We've just today had, what are they called? What was that?
Beyond Meat.
Beyond Meat, yeah.
Burgers.
Basically meat-free burgers. Oh, those Beyond ones are Beyond burgers. They are lovely. John didn't actually know. I didn't tell him till afterwards. He didn't actually know. He thought he'd eaten a real burger. Yeah. And it's really weird because they release kind of juices like meaty ones would, and they look a bit pink, and then it goes brown. You know, you just feel like you're cooking an actual burger. It's very strange. And the bite and everything it tastes like a smoky barbecued burger, didn't it? It's very nice.
It did, yeah. It's going to have to be lined up enough because with that preview you can't see it very well. I'll have to do.
It'll be fine.
Green mould.
And it was really nice because I had the flatbread thing with mine, which they had too, but I made them roasted spicy potatoes, which I wasn't allowed to have, but I made them for them, which I thought was very.
Oh, don't worry, they were disappointing anyway. It's fine.
They were lovely. They were lovely. I could just see by looking and smelling them. I could see they were nice. I didn't even dare nibble one because if I'd have had one, I'd have wanted them all.
Yes, Pippi, she's got her muff out and she's going to be playing with her rug today. Yeah, I've just checked
for a minute. I can't find my muff. I've got my muff and my rug's out. So we're all ready to go. Hey, Pippi!
And yes, you say I look like I'm being held against my will. What I look like is a red M&M.
You were saying that earlier on, red M&M.
Big red spherical object.
Postbox. Yeah, all muffs and rugs.
Yeah.
Tartan Taz. Now is that Taz, or is that Taz in Discord with a different name? Everybody has different names on different platforms. I get all confused. I don't know if that's Taz. So Tartan Taz.
The tartan thing would fit, wouldn't it?
Yes, it's Taz in Discord. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Taz that is gonna. She's going to be our dungeon master. We're going to start doing
a D&D game.
Yeah. The magic of telecommunication.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, PP, am I shouting again? Is he trying to delicately tell me I'm shouting? Sorry.
Don't be delicate.
I was just saying
Try
just now.
taking one thing off.
It doesn't help.
It should help.
Thanks for telling me, PP, because I wish someone had told me before, because I've tried to listen. Because I was just saying just now, I watch the streams back afterwards because I can catch up with the live chat that I missed, and sometimes I can't watch because I'm shouting so much.
Yeah.
I don't do it when I'm recording. I only do it when I'm live.
Even without the headphones, same thing.
I don't know what it is. It's like suddenly I'm like, my mum on the phone. I'm on the mobile. Maybe I'll take one ear off and see if that helps a bit.
It should help.
Yeah.
She always tells me to nudge her if she starts shouting. It doesn't work.
No, it doesn't work because I don't. Yeah. And I can see when I watch back because I'm not hearing half of what you're saying because I'm focusing on the thing that I'm focusing on. I can't help that. That's just how I am. So.
Yeah. Even without the headphones, you're still not hearing what I'm saying.
There are probably undiagnosed reasons for some of my idiosyncrasies, which we won't bother going into right now.
We were nearly late for the stream today because she farted so badly that she couldn't breathe.
Don't you dare! I had to go through and open all the windows.
You did, yeah. You should
breathe
just not
in
farted
here. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
One of us has got the word farting in our name,
and then I sprayed something all over him, which you're going to have to take home in a taxi with you, serve you right.
My name's TTK in the thing. Your name's Arty Farty Annie. Who are they going to believe? She did have to leave pretty sharpish, though. I think there might have been some follow-through.
It wasn't me. It was not me.
That follow-through you'd be impressed with if it was a golf swing. guilty as charged. Yeah. Oh, Susie's in the other thing.
Lovely.
Should we get
Thanks,
going
PP.
right now?
Yeah, should we bring you in, Susie? You ready? We did tell her about 10 past. We'll do the intros and then we'll bring you through, Susie. You don't have to talk yet, though.
Yeah.
We'll just bring you through and make sure everything's working.
Hello. Oh dear. Hold on. This is all coming out of the wrong thing at the moment. Bear with us, guys.
Hang on. Bear with.
Ooh, output device. Hello. Okay.
Is Sue going to have to mute her stream? Or
Yeah, I've done it. I've
You've done it. You've done it. You're all right.
Okay. The guys should be able to hear you now as well, in theory.
I heard her clearly. There you go. I heard you.
Hello.
Hi.
We'll get you on screen in a minute. Brace yourself.
Yeah.
We'll leave that for a few minutes, so just to make sure, like, as many people as possible see it.
Yes. Yeah.
Cool.
Hey, Susan, there's so many Sues and Susans.
We do have a lot, don't we? Yeah.
Suzika is another Sue, but Suzika is Susan to me. How come
360s and Sue's.
Yeah, well, it's same.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of us of a certain age, and there are a lot of popular names, but I think Sue is the one we've got the most of in our community, I reckon.
We do
if I had to
have
pick
more
one
Sues than
name, there's a
anything
lot
else,
of
yeah.
Sues.
We don't have many peepees.
I only felt like garbage, so nothing was wrong. Was that what you said?
I don't know.
Where's that come from?
Oh, it might have been when you were claiming that you didn't poison us with your awful food.
Oh yeah, it could be it. Yes, that's true. It wasn't food
nothing was wrong.
poisoning.
All I did
It
was feel
wasn't
incredibly
food
ill.
poisoning. Don't listen to him. And it wasn't me that farted either. Don't listen to him. We got an exciting night tonight because we've got lovely things to give away.
Yes, we do.
I've got my muff show and tell, and I've got my rug to get out. It caused so much hilarity last time. I can't believe I haven't finished my muff, to be fair, but I've had a lot of other things going on.
You've been working on your muff.
Shall I get the muff out? Shall I do it now?
You should probably show everyone your muff.
Does anyone want to see my muff? It's only about half finished. I thought I'd have it done by now.
This has got to be in the top 10 sentences you don't want to hear from your own mother.
I've still got to add the beads and stuff on, but it's got a rainbow on the inside now. Here you go. So I'm gonna do some long things with beads threaded on and stuff as well. And this is the inside. So I've now done it like one long piece, really. So this becomes the inside.
That'll work.
I took it all apart and did it again because I just decided that would work better.
Yes, it does look rather different to how people last saw it on the street.
Yeah, it does.
Oh,
Yeah.
hello to Carla and Elaine.
Hey, Carla and
Wendy.
Elaine. There's Jackie.
Yeah.
Always good to have a rainbow on the inside. Thanks, Jen. So yeah, for anybody that doesn't know, they're known as twiddle muffs or fiddle muffs, and they're for like patients with dementia, or actually, children and adults with autism or ADD, all kinds of. It's just something. It's all sorts of bits to twiddle with, and I'm going to thread some beads on the things. But there's all sorts of, and actually, I'm almost tempted to keep this myself because I actually find it quite comforting to sit there. I'm not going to say it.
Please don't. Pippi does have the same name everywhere.
Muffin the Mule. Hey, Jan, Andrea. Their names I don't remember seeing before. Hello.
Yes, there's a few I don't recognise here.
Oh.
If anyone hears us referring
Wendy.
to someone called Pee-Pee, by the way, it's that Private Paula person you see there.
Yeah, if you hear us saying Pee-Pee,
Yeah.
that's...
A lot of you will possibly think that this is a lady called Paula. It is a large German man.
Yeah, he's not a lady, definitely not a lady.
No.
Tom starts shouting when he's flying a chopper because the blooming thing is so low. I know. I just start shouting for nothing at all. I've got to stop it. Don't just nudge me subtly, just go like that if I do it.
I'll pat your head every time you're shouting.
He's a gentleman.
Gentleman man.
Yeah. I've got worms, beads, rainbows in my muff, Jackie. No one else has got one quite like this.
Well, I would hope not, anyway.
And I'm going to donate my muff to charity as well. So, yeah. Shall I show my
Better
rug
than
yet?
charging for it, I suppose.
I'm gonna show the beginnings of my rug, and then we're gonna have a chat with Sue,
Yes.
and then I'll actually do some rugging later on. This is the beginnings of my rug. Oh, what have I done? Oh, it's
I
just
clicked on a thing.
coincidence.
Yeah.
I just nudged something with this as the screen went funny. This is all made out of old t-shirts at the moment. Mine didn't have any lovely bright colours, so it looks a bit, but it's to go in our little lobby thing by the front door, so it's ideal for that. And it's it's going to be quite sturdy.
Feels like a rug.
There's so many jokes I'm not going to do because it's just not appropriate.
Dirty little bastard.
Hello, Kate. So we've got 2 prizes to give away today. One of them has been donated by Sue herself, so I think after we've talked to Sue, we'll do the
We'll
prize from
reveal
Sue.
the fancy Sue prize.
That one's UK only. The next one is worldwide, so I'll tell you about the next one when we get there.
Yes, you can't enter yet.
We could people could enter for if you're in the UK.
You can enter before you've seen what the prize is, yeah?
Yeah,
I guess.
Should we show what the prize is now?
We could do.
We could do.
You could do.
Let's do that, and then we'll talk to Sue, and then that's given people a bit more time to join before we start talking to Sue.
So you want to go to the giveaway page?
Yes, just to show it. Yeah. So charming. That book, 40 Simple... I couldn't read it quickly enough.
Brilliant.
It's a... We have got the flick through thing, though. Let's show the flick through thing. Can we do that now?
We can do that, yeah. I thought you might have been on a bit of a delay there, PP, because... Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. There's the flick through thing.
So
Hey, Claire.
Sue also sent me some pictures of just flicking through the book to show you the kind of thing that's in there. I'll tell you what I want. Now, apparently, Sue loved this book so much she bought it twice by accident, didn't you?
Yes.
And so she's very kindly donating one, and she's happy to send it anywhere in the UK. So if you're in the UK and you would love this book, you can type !join, no spaces, no thank you, please,
just
nothing.
Yet. I've got to start.
Not just yet. Tom's got to start the bot, but in a minute we'll say.
I'll tell you in a second that you can type it.
Yeah, and when you can, just type the !, no space, and join. Just that. No please or thank you, however polite you want to be. Just put !join. And I'll tell you what, I love it. If I could enter, I definitely would. I really like the look of some of these
you
projects.
could enter and look a little bit fixed.
It
if
might
you won,
look a bit
wouldn't it?
dodgy if I won it.
Like last time when I put my name and nothing else in the wheel.
And Sylvia, hello. Is it started now?
It is started now, yes.
So if you're in the UK and you would like to win this very inspiring sewing projects book, type !join now, and we'll draw that after we finish chatting with Susie in a minute.
Did you do it right, PP? I don't think you did anything at all. So no.
But it's okay, you got plenty of time.
And you can't use Kappa in YouTube chat.
Should we bring Susie in now then?
Yes.
You ready,
we
Sue?
can. Actually, we can't because
Yeah,
you're not showing your camera just yet. But
Oh, okay. Oh, you might have to turn your camera on, Sue.
yeah,
Oh.
Sorry.
Where was it again?
down the bottom left somewhere.
Right.
It might have a cross through it at the moment.
Yeah, got it. Yeah.
There she is.
Oh,
Hello.
yeah, and now we need to switch to. Hey, it is working.
There she is. And we could get a little snout part of Sue's craft room that we don't usually get to see on her videos.
Yeah, let me
Hold on,
I've
we're
got
not
my
sharing
light
our
in the
thing
screen. Let
anymore.
me turn that down a bit. There we are.
Sorry?
We weren't sharing our thing either because I had to restart.
Oh.
So, yeah, now you can see us as well.
Oh, no, we're all in a different order. So for anybody that's watching that doesn't know, this is Sue from Susie Q Makes. I will put a link to Sue's, I should have done it beforehand, I will put a link to Sue's channel if you don't already know her over on YouTube. She's just like, you're a bit like me, Sue, you do all kinds of things, don't you?
I do a bit of everything, yes,
Yeah.
I must admit, yes.
Yeah. And you make it all very you make people feel like anybody can do it, I think.
I always think if I can do it, anyone can do it, because I kind of bumble through a lot of stuff and I'll just have a go.
You just have a go.
You just got to have a go.
Just not be afraid of having a go.
And I do it all on camera,
I've got a lot of questions. Don't know if I get through them all.
Blimey.
I'm going to ask the one.
You've studied for this quiz.
I'm going to ask the one that came from someone else first before I ask my own questions. Hang on. Oh, that's the wrong list. Oh, it's the list I stuck up in front of me so I wouldn't lose it.
Yeah, that worked well.
Okay, it's this one.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Okay, so this question came from Karen, aka Snoppy, if you're in our Discord community. Karen, yeah. So Karen's question is: who or what first sparked your love of creativity and crafting? If you can remember.
I've got to say, my grandmother. For the sewing side of it, she was controversially a furrier. She made fur coats and fur hats. Back in the, I suppose, 30s and 40s.
Yeah.
She did it for pin money during the war and all that sort of thing, So, and I do remember when I was about 6, she had a hand crank sewing machine. And I used to sit and play on that for hours.
Wow.
Hours and hours and hours. So,
did you make little dolly clothes and things, or?
Strangely, no. I just used to sew.
Just like sew, just for the love of...
I do remember once she gave me a piece of gold lame fabric, and I don't know why, but I made a bag, and I double layered it, and I cut slits in it, and it looked like Dougal the dog. Because I used to love Dougal the dog.
Yeah, I remember it.
And it really did look like it. Yeah.
Funny. Yeah. I can still remember that feeling of like the first times, when you're really young and you start to make things that when you first realise you can make things and change things, and for me it was altering clothes that were given to us so they would fit me. And that kind of or turning an old lady dress into a mini skirt, which is what I actually wanted to wear. It was necessity for me.
Even with children's clothes, you still would have needed to shrink them down now.
Right, I'm going to give Sue another question now.
Just before you do, there's a lot of love for the ATC videos in the chat at the moment, apparently.
Bless.
Yeah, it's a love. I've still got to start that. So Sue's running through. Tell us about it. So you tell us about it rather than me.
It's Bernie Berlin's. A lot of people have got it now. I saw another YouTuber doing it, believe it or not, and I thought, do you know what? That sounds like a really good idea. And I just thought, I want to do it, and I'll just see if anybody else wants to do it. So we're just running through the book really, and. Quite a few people are joining in, which is absolutely amazing.
It's a typical example of the kind of thing you do, where you can watch it and it just makes you feel like, I could do that.
What are you trying to say?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I haven't got half the stuff that you need for it.
You just adapt to what you got.
Just sort of make it up as you go along. This week I didn't have glazing medium, so I googled how to make your own glazing medium, and you just do it with glue and paint, and it's not.
Well, you've had me buying oranges this week because I want to try making my own limonene stuff like Karen was doing. Was it Karen doing it, or was it Granny Sue doing it? So I'm going to experiment with that this week.
Karen.
Taking the ink off, isn't it? Taking the ink off of the magazine.
But in this week's one, I did sort of say I got a similar result just by using a nail file.
So you just take the surface of it off. So
scratched it off. It did the same thing more or less. So
So you haven't got to spend a lot of money on stuff if you haven't got it. You can always find another way of doing it.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right, I'm going to find
I don't believe in spending money.
No,
Yeah.
especially when we've already got so much stuff already, haven't we? I was the beneficiary of one of Sue's craft room clear outs, actually.
The 5 kilo box that turned up. Yeah,
oh, it's amazing. I was in heaven.
You really were quite pleased with that, weren't you?
Right,
Hi, Gabby.
Oh, are you saying hello to Gabby? Hello, Gabby. You're not too late. Sue's still here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm trying to decide which one to ask next. Okay, this is a good one. Are there any arts and crafts you haven't tried yet that you want to? Something. Got stumped now.
I don't think there is.
Tried everything.
You mostly just go for it. If you want to do it, you go for it.
Yeah, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, I've done the card making, the scrapbooking. I've done pottery, and I found out I was quite good at pottery. I've never done it. Yeah, I mean, I've got one here. One of my.
Did you go to classes and do that, or have you got a wheel at home, or you?
No, there's a girl locally, and she used to be in town, but she's moved out into the sticks now. But anyway, before COVID hit, I booked on to do a one-to-one session. Because when I went part-time, I thought I'm promising myself that I will do some more proper training, if you like, Yeah. So anyway, I went to her place and she just gave me the wheel and a slab of... She showed me how to do it, obviously, but a slab of clay. And she just left me to it. And it was amazing. But of course, I couldn't get the pots until... well after it was about a year and a half later I could go and get my pot.
Frustrating. Because you don't know if they've cracked or how the glaze came out or whatever.
Exactly. She said, what do you want to do? Because I was supposed to go back and do the glazing. And I said, oh yeah, okay. So she said, I'll do them if you like. I said, yeah, just slap blue on it. And she did let me show you. She did a terrific job. This was one of them.
That's
she sort of dripped the glaze
blue as well. Oh, look at that.
Yeah. And then that's that previous one. But you don't glaze the bottoms, obviously. And then there's another dish. But yeah, I had great fun with that. And I really enjoyed that. I mean, I did used to have my own kiln. I used to do the fused glass, the dichroic glass.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. And unfortunately, the suspension went on the car, so I had to sell the kiln to pay for the car. So, there's that.
Life.
The only one thing that I haven't done and really doesn't interest me, and I know there's a lot of interest for it, is the diamond painting.
I did that once and it was quite fun, but I wouldn't bother again, to be honest. We did one together, kind of, didn't we? We did a bit.
It's just
Yeah, it's not my... Yeah. I like to have a practical use at the end of my stuff, and that kind of didn't...
I think probably it's not very creative, is it? You're just putting the right thing on the right spot.
Yeah. It's like with
is this lighting right? Do you want the
it's
extra
absolutely
lights?
fine.
Yeah.
It looks... I mean, try it with the extra ones if you want, see if it's any... But I can see pretty well, though. Yeah. That's all right, isn't it?
Okay.
Actually, we can see you a bit better now. Looking behind you, Sue, that reminds me, one of these questions is, have you got any amazing crafty storage tips? I can see a lot of storage going on behind you. What's your favourite storage tip?
I'll be honest, I'm on the search at the moment for the perfect way to store polymer stamps, the stamping stamps. Because I've tried loads and it just doesn't work. I think the classic thing is IKEA. They kind of do stuff that works. You can see the storage things in the back there.
I'm
I don't think I've ever had any other rummage. Yeah. There's all sorts. There's all sorts.
I love snouting at other people's craft rooms. I'm trying to get a closer look now. Yeah. I
just don't think there's any sort of perfect...
Nah.
It's what's perfect for you at the end of the day. Absolutely. A lot of people are quite happy with little knick-knack boxes and things like that. That's not me. I want all my ribbons in one place and, my buttons are all up in that thing there.
Yeah.
I want everything together. The big black boxes like jewellery findings, because I used to do a lot of jewellery.
It makes sense with how you're going to use it. That's the thing, isn't it? Yeah. And of course,
Sorry.
Go on. Your storage needs change, don't they?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, because I'm going less off paper crafting and more into the sort of sewing side of it. So
Yeah, you felt the same way recently.
I've gone a bit the same way at the moment, but then I don't want to get rid of the other stuff because they cross over, don't they? I love the way
I'll go back to it.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're going to wish you had it all because it's taken you years to build it up.
Absolutely.
I like the way you use, like, I've done a lot of jelly printing in the past, but I've never tried jelly printing on fabric. And I like the idea of then incorporating it with stitching. And that's the kind of thing you do. I love your collages. Your fabric collages are amazing.
I've actually got a jelly print here that I've just...
wow.
It's a gel print, and I've just done the embroidery on it. So.
Oh my god! Look at that. That's the thing. It's combining different things together, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I love doing that.
She's got this amazing embellisher machine. Sorry, what were you going to say?
Talking of jelly printing, Kate's just asked if there's any tips on storing jelly plates.
Oh, any tips on storing your jelly plates? That's a good question. From Kate.
The one that let me just get it. Hang on.
Claire. That's Claire's storage tips of buying more stuff and smuggling it in and hiding it behind the furniture in the spare room.
Yeah, if it's not possible, buy more houses to put things in.
Yeah.
I mean, the best thing to keep them in is the clamshells that come with the boxes,
right.
With the actual plates, rather.
Yeah.
But when my big one arrived, it was actually broken.
That is a big one.
And I've got one of these. I think it's meant to be an art caddy. It's a plastic one.
Oh, that's perfect, isn't it?
Plastic solid ones, and it just fits in there perfectly.
Yeah.
So
Perfect.
I mean, the clamshell stuff that they come with is where all the other ones are stored. As I say, when this one arrived, all the packaging was smashed to pieces. So
you had to,
I had to find something quite quick. But they're really good, the solid plastic ones. So
because that's designed to keep things fairly flat, isn't it?
And airtight. Keep the dust off.
Well, it doesn't matter about the. Yeah, it's keeping the dust off and that nothing can sort of indent them because, once they're indented, that's it really.
Because you're always going to miss that bit on the plate then if... Have you seen those people who make their own out of gelatin and stuff? Have you ever tried that?
I was going to. But knowing me and mixing things, it doesn't always go the best way. So I just thought... I don't buy the jelly arts, I buy the gel press ones because they're cheaper.
A bit cheaper.
But it's just as good. Yeah.
They last a long time, don't they? If you look after them, it's worth the investment. Yeah.
My first one I bought about 10 years ago, and that's the one that the grandkids use, and it's still going strong. So,
even with the kids using it.
Even with the kids using it, absolutely. Yeah.
Zoe's been talking about getting into jelly. Have you done any jelly printing yet, Zoe? I sent her some deli paper.
It's addictive.
Go on. You need so much space around you, don't you? Because you're like, put that one there to dry and that one there to dry. And then I'll bring that back and print over it again. And you need a lot of space. Yeah.
I did a journal for somebody that it was literally the whole room was covered in papers all over the floor.
Yeah.
Everything. So, yeah. Nightmare.
As I forgot here. Favourite craft tools. I know one of her craft tools that I'm jealous of. What are your favourite craft tools? You can only pick
my sewing machine.
Pick 3.
All right, 3. Sewing machine all day long. I adore I love sewing. Gel plate.
Yeah. You use both those a lot, don't you?
Yeah, and I don't know, 3.
Oh, it's hard there, isn't it? What about your embellisher?
I love them all. Well, yeah, I've played again with it. I tell you what's frustrating me at the moment is the blooming needles keep breaking, and I'm not abusing it. I'm not abusing it. I did these yesterday. They're it's organza embellished onto a sort of like another organza.
Just explain to people what an embellisher, what it does, so because not everybody's going to know.
It's like needle felt. like that. I know what you meant. Well done. It's like if you do needle felting, you've got the barbed needles, and basically you get 5 in a housing, and it like Annie did like that. It does that.
But with like a sewing machine. It's like electric.
Kind of.
It does.
I don't think you can see it. It's over in that cubby hole there on my
Oh, yeah.
Do I do the opposite?
I can see it. That's it. That's it. I think you pointed out. That's it.
It's in there.
Yeah. When you look at it looks like a sewing machine.
I think you need to take one of your earthings off again.
I'm shouting. Sorry. So I'm going to.
I can hear you all right, Annie. Don't worry about
the
it.
microphone.
Shut up. Sorry, everybody, if I'm shouting. I can't help myself. I'm like my granny.
And the blooming needles keep breaking. I broke 3 yesterday, and it wasn't tough stuff, you know. So I've emailed this company. They apparently do stronger ones because they're very fine. So it's in the naughty corner at the moment. I've just left it there for a minute.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, very. Yeah. I want to do it, but yeah. Anyway.
I think I'm a bit like, in the same way as I shy away from using my sewing machine, I prefer to hand stitch, and I'm a bit like I prefer to hand felt. I think the embellisher would be a bit scary for me, but then I like watching what you do, and you can do it so fast. The stuff you can do with it is just amazing. It would take you like weeks to do it by hand, wouldn't it?
Machines are great, but they do make a loud noise.
It's
I just like the way
as well.
Sorry, I just like the way it alters all the fabrics that you put on it. You know, so
you really create something completely unique. I'm just checking my question list here.
Yeah, it's like Zoe says, best thing to do with things you're scared of is dive right into it. Unless you're scared of heights, maybe don't dive into them.
That. But that's true.
That wouldn't help.
What's the worst that can happen? But then when it's something like that, it's a considered purchase as well. Something like that, you've got to be sure you're going to want to use
it's like your lathe. You know, you've been a bit scared to use that.
Yeah, I'm still glad I got it, but I haven't used it much. Yeah. I warned you I was going to ask this one. Because we were chatting the other day. Pet peeves. Have you got any pet peeves?
I'll
put it on the spot now. That you can hear.
You know the answer, Annie.
We were talking the other day about one of my pet peeves is bad people using apostrophes where they didn't ought to be.
Yes, there's a lot of apostrophe abuse in the world.
I got a lot of I get really about that kind of thing. Yeah, you don't have to disclose if you don't want to, so we won't tell anyone. What is it? Projects in the pipeline. I've written down here. Projects in the pipeline. There's always projects in the pipeline.
There's always projects in the pipeline, I mean, I'm currently doing the Roxy project, the box. We're doing a covered box. So that's ongoing.
Have you got that nearby to show us what you've...
Yeah, so far.
Let's have a snout.
Everything's nearby in my room. It's a tiny room.
You're like Inspector Gadget there.
Oh, just,
Oh, here, I have time to see.
Here is one that I did earlier. Yeah, so the box, I haven't shown anybody this yet, so you're getting a sneak peek.
Ooh.
But,
we saw it here first.
So what I'm doing is a box with a drop down front because it's to go at the side of my sofa, because the cat likes to lay next to me on the arm of the chair.
As they do.
Last night or the other night she literally swiped the whole table clear with her tail. So so
very
anyway, this is going to be very cat thing to do, yes. And the air was slightly blue because there was pins and everything going everywhere.
Oh dear.
Have you got carpet?
This is it covered. Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
This is it covered at the moment.
Ooh.
No, it hasn't got its lid on yet. It's got a magnetic front. I can't really show you because it's not put together.
I'm imagining though.
Here's the pieces.
Yeah, I can't finish doing it because I've got to put the top on. So that's the box anyway. I'll show it better on a video later. But then I've got to do that. Yeah. This is going to be the top. I've got to do the thread painting on that yet.
Yeah.
So that's going to be
we've had
on
a sneak peek.
all embroidered, yes.
Yeah.
So that's the ongoing one.
That'll be a few videos, that one, wouldn't it? I should imagine.
Yeah,
it's not going to be quick, is it?
No, but I just tend to tend to start it and say I'll come back when I've done a bit more type thing, because I don't know, does everybody like to sit and watch? I'm saying that I sat and watched Create and Craft with Christine this afternoon. I was sat in the garden, had my earphones in, and I was making hexies while she was doing her hexies.
That's what I tend to do with either you or Christine or whoever in the background. It's like you're sitting in a craft room with someone in it. Am I still shouting?
Yeah, you never know. You never know whether to make your videos short or not. So
my fingers are about right. It's know, there's a lot of what I call the TikTok-y ones where you've got bang, 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 bang. And that's maybe it's younger people want that more. I don't know. But no, I think if you're really going to show how you're doing something, and also people like to hear you chat about your day and what you've been up to, and it's a different kind of audience, isn't it? And I think people would choose to watch what they want to watch, won't they? That's what I think. I can't stop chatting to save my life, so.
No, I can talk the hind legs off of a donkey. I can, but I try not to do too much of that. So.
Well,
do you know what I haven't been doing at all? Is behave, PP. What's PP been saying?
He was abusing apostrophes. So now he said he doesn't like it when people say would of. So
right, I would have. Yeah. Oh, I would have. Yeah. That's.
Well, technically, I suppose you said would of there. So.
I did not really say that. I did not type that. Tom typed that on my behalf. Yeah, ban TTK. Right, let me see if we've got any more questions. We can do the draw then.
Yes.
Are you a Doctor Who fan, Sue? Do you watch Doctor Who? You don't? Oh, I'll save this question for later then. Because we just watched the new Doctor Who. I've just actually watched the whole lot all the way through from 1963 to the present day. And today we've just watched the brand new Doctor Who. So one of my questions to chat is, who's your favourite Doctor Who? I vote Peter Capaldi now, having watched them all
he was pretty good,
to end. He's my favourite. Yeah.
The last one I watched was Tom Baker, I think.
Oh, right, that is going back away.
Yeah.
That's like,
He was the one with the scarf, right?
Yeah, the long scarf and the... Oh. That's my impression of Tom Baker. And the curly hair.
Good impression.
And he put in some cameo performances later on as well. So my pet peeve is people who say a lot instead of a lot. Oh my God, do people say that?
People say that a lot, ironically.
Do they?
There's even memes about it. They've invented a creature called a lot. They think they're doing it right because, of course, a lot is a word.
Yeah.
So the spell checker doesn't pick it up. So they think. I think there's a lot with a single L that you can type as well. So spell checkers don't pick it up.
Oh.
It's very frustrating.
Yeah, it is. Now,
Tom Baker's in there.
So is David Tennant. I reckon David Tennant's going to be one of the top favourites.
There's a lot of people's favourites. Yeah.
So if you want to enter the draw, can we quickly show just the prize thingy again?
The flick through thing?
Yes. Let's have a little flick through. This is a flick through this book called, was it called So Simple, or am I making it up? That's the shop I used to work in. It's a book full of inspiring, simple sewing projects, which I really want. And Sue liked so much she bought it twice.
Now, in my defence, I'm going to. Right, this is the one I'm giving away. Right,
so charming. And then that's it.
This is the other one I bought. Right, and I thought,
okay, we'll forgive that.
They're going to be different books.
Yeah, but
they're going to be different books. I thought. No.
That's quite sneaky, because
in that case, I think Prince Charming is a much better title.
Prince Charming.
That's what it was called, Prince Charming.
Prince
Did
Charming.
you see?
It is clever.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Certain age, Sue. Prince Charming. Yeah, wasn't that? What was it he used to do? Prince Charming. I'm saluting instead.
Luckily, you've got the right audience for these dated references. Not that I mean to say anything about.
There's a few there who won't know what on earth I'm talking about. No. Hey, Thornius, hello.
And we didn't say hi to Tracy yet, but hi, Tracy.
Oh, hi, Tracy. Hello, Tracy. I've just seen her now.
We were deep in conversation when she arrived.
Right, so has everybody who would like to win that book, now that has to be people in the UK.
Yes, UK only for this first
Yeah,
giveaway.
It'll be worldwide for the
it's
next
a
one.
heavy.
So it's a heavy book.
Chunky
So
lead.
so that's
Yeah.
UK only. Type !join if you haven't already. And if you've joined this one, you'll automatically get joined to the next one.
You will.
See,
Unless they
Tartan
want to opt
Taz
out.
knows all the moves.
What was that?
Tartan Taz knows all the
Tartan
moves.
Taz knows all the moves.
Yeah.
So should we just give people a couple of a minute or so to
Yeah,
type
give
in
them
if they
a
want
last
to. They
little
haven't
chance to
already.
join.
Tawny's just got back today. He was off at a wedding because you hadn't been to a wedding before, Tawny's. I know he's asking about what happens in that. Mind you, it might be different in Finland to what happens here, I guess.
I mean, there's potentially an axe involved, but apparently wasn't this time.
An axe.
Yeah.
A wedding?
You know, the wedding axe, duh.
I've heard of a broomstick, jumping over a broomstick. Do you jump over an axe? Not a church wedding, but there was cake. So that's the main thing.
That's important, yeah.
That's a long name. Handmade by
Oh, the wedding axe is
Louisiana.
just your family. Okay.
Louisiana.
Of course it is.
I like that. Handmade by Louisiana.
Yeah. It feels like the wedding axe needs to be explained, Thornius, if it can be done legally. Don't incriminate yourself or your family.
Is it seriously? I want a wedding axe.
Well, you can't have a wedding axe.
A wedding hammer? Right, I think we're ready to do the draw now.
Yeah?
Sue's sitting there sewing already, and then I can get back to my rug.
Well-
Oh, yeah, and I'll just show my muff again in a minute. So for anybody that missed it the first time. I'll show my muff and then I'll get my rug out.
Oh, here we go.
Never
Let's try
gets
show the
old.
wedding axe.
Oh, right. Wedding axe. Small handheld axe that my dad's uncle brought to a wedding in case of argument. Since weddings had the whole village back then and lasted for days. Well, to be fair,
That seems sensible.
like, if you're anything like my family, you know, once drink is involved, which it usually is at a wedding,
Yeah.
you know, and everybody gets a bit.
Is there anything like our family? Do we have to wait for a wedding?
I know, probably not. No.
Just give us an axe.
To be fair, they're the same at funerals, all aren't
yeah.
they? You know. Anyway, we won't go down
Yes,
that
let's close the giveaway now. And move on.
road. Merkin. Why is Zoe just randomly saying Merkin?
Because you're talking about muffs.
I'll show my muff in a minute, Jackie.
Yes. Okay,
And then
so
I'll get my
giveaway
one
is
out, I promise.
closed. I need to open the thing.
Gabby's keeping quiet. Oh, I love giveaways. The next giveaway, I've actually got things here to show as well, which is
Okay, we got some doubles in there. Fun.
got some. It's all right. We can easily take doubles out.
we.
I say we.
Yeah, off you go.
I'm just thinking if I know anybody there who isn't UK. Off the top of my head, I think everybody there is UK. But if someone gets pulled who isn't UK, they'll just have to show up and we'll put again. I think everyone there is. I'm not sure.
Okay, the thing that I used to remove duplicates is no longer there.
We're just going to do it manually. Bear with. Shall I
Okay,
keep
yeah.
everybody entertained by
Bear with
showing?
us for a second, guys.
Shall I keep everybody entertained by showing my muff while we're waiting?
Yes. At the moment, they can still see everything. It's just us that can't.
So this is my nearly complete. Well, it's not nearly completed because I've still got beads and flowers to put on. But this is my twiddle muff. It's got a lot of work still needs doing. It's got a bit elaborate now, and it's got a rainbow coloured inside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got a bit carried away.
Yeah, just
I
a
don't
bit.
really like the colours of it, but I was using up what I had.
Fair enough, really.
It's amazing. A lot of work.
It does
Yeah,
look
it
like a
didn't
lot
feel
of work.
like it though, because I was
Yeah.
just watching stuff and not really looking at what I was doing, so it's kind of.
Yes, but if you've got something you don't need to concentrate on,
Yeah.
then yeah.
And I have to say, as soon as it's near my head, I can't stop fiddling with it. So it does. It's doing its job.
Oh
Your
dear,
son's just cracked up, Annie.
he's just wishing he was somewhere else.
Because there's all these bits there's like these bits. Oh, you can't really see, but there's these bits here. You can like you know, and
get your
like
finger in
twiddly
your
bits
muff.
here and
Yeah.
like bits in here you can fiddle about with, and I will have
So
like
put your finger in.
yeah, and there's
Get your
long
whole
bits
hand
there.
in.
I'm going to have beads that will move up and down it, and I'm going to have a little pocket so you can tuck a bead inside. What did you say?
Get your whole hand in. Your hand in it as
I
we
have got
speak.
my hand in it.
Oh dear.
And it's actually quite warm as well.
Oh, I'd love to see the YouTube transcription of their.
Oh yeah, we'll have to have a look at that,
Text
won't we? See how it. Yeah. Okay.
They might demonetise your videos.
I have a very colourful, fluffy muff. Thank you, Gavin.
Anyway, yeah.
Yes, you can get corrective surgery.
So we are going to lose the webcam feed for a moment while we go to the giveaway thing.
I'm so going to have to go back and watch this tomorrow, even if I am shouting, because I'm missing so much chat there.
Yeah. Oh, that's not working. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Are we ready for the draw? I hope
Let's
so,
do the
'cause we're
draw.
gonna
I
do
love
it.
this bit. You're going to...
What's that? It's already decided.
Loafing. I think that's Deb, isn't it?
Could be. It's all a
I'm
tough
shouting
muff.
again, aren't I?
Yeah.
It's actually a very soft and elastic muff, actually. So it's quite comfortable.
Quite roomy. Oh dear.
Well done, loafing. I think loafing is Deb. If I'm remembering right.
In Discord?
Hopefully she's there.
Yes, it's Deb.
Yes, it is Deb. Yeah.
Congrats, Deb.
Well done, Deb. I think we might have exchanged addresses before. If not, I'll be in touch. Or what we'll do is we'll make sure that because Sue's going to send that directly to you. I think she's in Discord. I haven't seen you in Discord for a while, but I think you are. I'll make sure you and Sue are in touch anyway, one way or another. So
Yeah,
that
we'll sort it
Sue's going to send that
Yeah.
direct. Yeah. So Sue is Susie Q Makes on Discord as well. So should we say? Should we kind of say our goodbyes, Sue? But you can sit in there anyway, and just join in as you feel. As you feel
Maybe to
inspired
pop
to do
in,
so.
it's up to you.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
Don't mind.
We
Yeah.
won't be seeing your webcam anymore, but you could
But yeah, just sort of
stay and chat if you
sit
like.
and chat and, stick your oar in and tell me if I'm shouting and that kind of thing.
Okay.
I'm not going to go back to my rug for a little while. How long have we got? It's
Yeah, leave
actually,
him off alone.
yeah. Muff is put to one side.
Move on to the rug, which is so much better.
Yeah. And thank you very much, Sue, for coming on and chatting to us, and thank you for that lovely prize as well, and for
Yes.
sending it out too.
No problem.
That's really sweet of you. So,
No problem.
yeah,
No.
and it's nice to get us extra snout at the craft room
It is, yeah.
and sneaky peek at the upcoming projects. Yeah, I'm always
Let's have a one-to-one
fascinated
allowed.
by other people's messy spaces.
I'd love to come in yours and that cupboard there.
Yeah. Oh, you should see this.
Yeah.
You should see this side that you guys can't see. It's,
I'd like to see that as well.
It's
yeah.
all very. I did do a craft
It's
tour
tidy
not
right
that
now,
long
to be
ago.
fair.
I did kind of show every little nook and cranny just recently.
I think I do
And
want to
it
show
was,
people. I've probably already shown them, but this is just a normal size peg.
Yeah, it's just like getting at me for being. I got that in a charity shop. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's made to mount on a wall, and then you can clip things into it. But I thought,
Yeah.
So Sue, it'd be very nice to still have you with us if you'd like to stay.
Okay. I'll look.
Yes.
Yeah. But just chip in because we'll still be able to hear you. So don't fart or anything.
But we're able to see, so you can pick your nose all you want.
Yeah. Blame someone else. I'm going to get the rug out now. Oh, and I probably ought to show the next prize because that's rug.
Oh yes, I can open the giveaway for that one now, can't I?
Yes, you could open. So this next prize has been. Oh yeah, and we can show the prize screen again if you can.
Oh, you want to see
please.
the prize screen?
Yeah. So that's the one that's already gone. We just wait for that to scroll through, and then this is like a double prize because you've got this lovely book, which I'm going to show in a minute on my desk as well, and this amazing kit. So have a good look at what's in the kit there because I'm not going to open the kit. It's so beautifully wrapped.
I'm just going to.
So this is all about rag rugging, and it's been donated by the lovely, fabulous Jax, who is with us this evening. Is she still there? Oh, look, it's Isabel there. Oh, Isabel.
Oh. So bear with me a second, I just need to.
Oh, Zoe's telling me I'm shouting. I'm doing it again.
Just kidding there.
Yeah, but I bet I am.
I mean,
she's also farting.
Almost guaranteed. Oh, good, it's resized that again. That's super.
We're having problems tonight.
Thanks,
so
OBS.
let me show you.
That's just grand.
If I show this on the desk camera, everybody can see that, can't they?
Yeah, we can change so things you can see even better if you like.
Okay, so we got this beautiful book. I did show it on a video just recently, but for anybody that hasn't seen it, I'll do a little flick through. And this book, I think this is Jackie. If you're still there, tell me. I don't think I'm imagining it. I think it's Elspeth Jackson. Wasn't it her who started Ragged Life, the company that makes the kits? I think it is. Thank you, Gabby. See, Gabby's always lovely.
Yeah.
So she gives you. I always flick from the wrong end. She gives you all the information you need, right from the very nuts and bolts, how to get started with rag rugging.
It does look very well explained.
Everything you need to know is in here. It's whatever you think. Oh, what do I do about that? It's covered. And then she gives you all of these different inspiring kind of projects as well. And she shows you the loopy kind, which is. Like that's the loopy kind. Also the shaggy kind, which is what I'm doing.
If this thing you're doing today goes wrong, you've got no excuse.
No, because I've had a sneaky peek at this book. I've been looking at it like this so as not to open it too much. But even like a stool, making a stool like that, or yeah, look at that.
Toilet seat cover.
And Jackie's been experimenting with all kinds of things. Yes, it is Elspeth who started Ragged Life.
If anyone does get into rag, please don't take my advice. Do not make a toilet seat cover.
No, it's probably. That would be back in the 70s,
gross.
We would have loved that.
Well, there's a lot of things.
Jackie's been experimenting with all different kinds of fabrics and things. And Jackie, I think you said there was even, she saw like a bath mat someone had made by, instead of using strips of fabric, like old t-shirts and stuff like I've got there, they'd use cut up plastic bags and things and made like a bath mat out of it. Brilliant idea. But yeah, you can use like net, tulle, and lace and ribbons and stuff like that, or you can use denim, or you can use old jumpers, old coats. I think Jackie said she uses felting walls and things. Amazing. She can do so many different things with it. You can get really arty farty with it. So the book is part of the prize, and to go along with that is the entire it's not showing my address, the entire kit. So Jackie sent this to me, and I'm happy to send this anywhere in the world. So wherever you are, you can join this giveaway. I'm happy to send it anywhere. I love that the envelope it came in has got a happy rag rugging sticker on it.
Yeah.
It's very nice. And the reason I'm not opening it all together is because it's so beautifully wrapped in this lovely tissue.
It is rather beautifully wrapped.
Yeah, so I just haven't got the heart to open that. But you can see from the thing that we showed you what's inside. That's everything you need to get started is in there, except for whatever old t-shirts and recycled clothes and things you want to use to make your rug with. Yeah, so
Gabby and Zoe are being filthy.
It is really nice, Gabby. Yeah. Let's just gloss over that.
You're the one doing another thing about rugs and
muffs. Yeah. So yeah, a really, really lovely prize. And as I say, that can go anywhere in the world. So if you'd like to be in with a chance of winning that prize.
Technically, you already entered, Deb. Because anyone who entered the first thing is automatically entered for the second. But if you'd rather not win two things, then we could re-roll if you happen to come up.
Yeah, I mean, if you Maybe can we make it so that only people who enter now can do it in case anybody entered the first? Should we do that? Because some people might not want to win.
True, yeah, okay. Yeah.
So let's say from that, how do we do that? Do we have to stop?
I just have to not include the special thing. Easy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. So if you want to win, you need to type !join now. Yeah, I did think, we'll just enter everybody for the second one, but not everybody's going to be into doing flag rugging.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Doing all this,
there's no point in me sending it to someone who doesn't want it on the other side of the world. If I will say, if it does go to the other side of the world, it will be going whatever is the cheapest way. So it won't be reaching you within a week. You might have to wait a few weeks for it to get to you, but it will get to you. So I've just been randomly decided the colours I had to play with weren't very exciting, so I've just been doing little areas of colour as the fancy took me at the time, really. I'm not following any particular pattern. It's going to be really awkward trying to do this on this desk.
It is a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. And I haven't even carried on. I was working in rows. I thought I'll just work rows back and forth. But I haven't even stuck to the rows. I've just kind of ended up sort of going in and thinking, well, I'll put another one in there. I'm just making sure there's just a couple of strands, a couple of threads between each piece, really. So I've just gone a bit random with mine. Jackie's done some amazing patterned ones. I did show them in a video previously. I think it'd be a bit tricky to do that now, to show those photos now, wouldn't it?
Maybe a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Though I'm just trying to find out how to do the removing duplicates thing that seems to have changed. Do this so you can still reach out.
So what's everybody else up to while we're doing this?
Yeah.
The base is a bit, Hessian. Yeah, it's just like I think in the old days they would have used an old sack or something, Zoe, to do this, wouldn't they? And old sack and rags and things. I'm just trying to find the point, if there is a point where I've kind of finished a row here. Yeah, I've kind of gone there. Do a few more green ones along here. No, I'm going to go into some purple now. I did find I had to go and give us a good shake outside because I found the Hessian was really making me a bit wheezy. I get a bit like that. I got a bit like that with some of the stuff from Bazaar. The kind of, I think it's the fibres. They just start me kind of coughing.
Yeah.
But it's all right. I've given it a good shake up now, and it's fine. So.
Yeah.
And I do like this thing, but word of warning with this tool, because it's made so that if you grip it, it opens, and when you let go, it grips, which is great. It saves you having to squeeze as you pull the strip through. But word of warning: do not accidentally pinch your finger in there, because this was done. This was done over a week ago. And it still hurts if I press on it. Well, the air was an interesting colour after I did that, I tell you. But yeah, I'm not really going in rows anymore. I'm just thinking, okay, there's a patch here. I'm going to leave a couple of threads between and just go in here.
Nice and natural.
I'm just getting a bit kind of random.
Yeah.
Yeah, ouch was, yeah, it really hurt.
Yeah.
But it is very enjoyable to do, and just sitting there. Once I got the hang of it, it's not hard work at all. I remember doing with my mum years ago. We used, this might even be her hook. We used a latch hook like this, and like a stiff rug canvas, and we had wool, that ready cut wool that used to come in bundles. And what we used to do was push this into one square and back up again. So I can't really, like, say that
I've
was
got
the
right
two.
Sort of weave for that.
No, say this was like the three. This was 3 threads. We would go in that square, up again, pull, and we folded the wool in half. You would just pull the loop through, and then pull the ends through the loop. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I've done one of those.
Yeah. I remember sitting around a table doing that with my mum. I loved it. That was a very early crafting memory, that is, actually.
Yeah,
everybody used to make them, these ready cut rugs, but they were expensive to get. The kits weren't cheap, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know really if I'm doing this the right way, but it seems to be.
If I knew someone got a book that could tell you.
Well, no, but I know. I mean, the book is telling you to work in what she suggests is working in rows. Keep going back and working in the same direction that way. And I'm not working in rows anymore. I'm tending to think.
Well,
I'm going to do a little patch of purple here.
The right way, and it ends up covering the surface.
Yeah, as long as I've not got too much gap between.
What's the worst that could happen? It's not like it's going to burst into flames because you've pulled them through 9 rows.
And it feels whatever whoops, I haven't got room here. Whatever I've ended up doing is very dense. It's going to be pretty tough.
Yeah.
Tell you what I really love as well. I love the back. Look at that.
Yeah.
Just love the look of that. I'd like to try some of the loopy kinds where you have a long strand and you just pull up loops. Jackie's done quite a bit of that as well. And I'd like to do some weaving in amongst it and things as well. Some look at so they're saying
called them clippy mats.
A ready cut rug with horses. They often had animals, didn't they? They're so pricey, those kits. Clippy mats. I never heard that. And, can anybody else hear John snoring from here?
Again, without the microphone, probably. Yeah. If you feel an earthquake right now, don't worry. It's just
yeah. Oh, before I forget to say, I don't know why earthquake reminded me. For anybody that doesn't know already, because I knew, I wouldn't have known if John hadn't mentioned. You can see the Northern Lights in the UK tonight. So from about 10:30 onwards, John reckoned, didn't he? So after we finish streaming, I'm going to be looking out the.
I don't know why earthquake reminded you of that, but I'm glad it did.
Natural phenomena.
I guess.
Yeah. So look out for the Northern Lights, and apparently I could have seen them last night as well, but I wasn't even aware. I know it's gross. I don't know why. I don't know why this room gets so dusty. Yes, I do.
It's what you're doing.
Earlier on,
now.
I started asking everybody else what they were doing and got completely distracted.
You did, yeah.
Northern Lights are visible even... right.
In the south of
the north of Germany. I don't think I've ever seen the Northern Lights before, not that I'm aware of.
No.
Is that awful?
I've seen Northerners before. They're basically like people, aren't they?
Sorry.
What was that?
I was going to say there's a big meet going on up at Dartmoor tonight because apparently... Yeah, because you can see, you get right up on Haytor and you can literally see for, miles and miles and miles, obviously. Yeah, my daughter's going up there with her granddaughter and she said, what are you doing tonight? And I said, I'm doing the stream. I can't go. So, that's fine.
You could have postponed us, Sue. We'd have forgiven you. We'd have had you on next time.
I would
gutted,
not have done so. Yeah, no. I wouldn't have done that, Annie. So she's going up there tonight because we're expecting thunderstorms tomorrow. So
you see it while you can.
I'll be brilliant there because you won't have all the light pollution going on there, will you? That'll be lovely.
It's not too bad, no.
Gabby can hear the dog.
You get clearer skies here in Norfolk than we used to get in Cornwall, don't you? So probably more chance of seeing it. I've got that little patch of purple. I'm going to go on to a different colour now.
Oh yeah, you better not do too much.
In the end, because I just didn't have very inspiring colours to play with, I've got to use what I've got. If I really find I love doing this, and I think I might, I will then go and kind of source some brighter colours and things to play with, I think.
Yeah. It's not a quick hobby, is it?
No, but it's very... it's quite relaxing. And forgiving when I like that kind of thing. Yeah,
you don't need to pay too much attention to it, so you can be watching someone in the background.
And see, because I'm not really into having to follow the rows, I can just, if I want to, I can just do a patch here now and then move on. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's a bit annoying trying to do it at arm's length here on this table because I can't get because of where this table is, and this is slippy, so this is awkward. But normally I have it on my lap, and I find that very comfortable.
I'd be spelling a rude word. In the rug.
Of course you would.
Yes, of course I would. Yeah. I am my mother's son,
Jen.
after all.
They were all my leftover t-shirts and things. What you can see that this lovely green, it's a slightly yellower green than it looks there, but it's not too bad. That is the shirts that my husband wears as a volunteer at the park. So like somewhere down here, one of these tufts has actually got Catton Park embroidered on it. I can't find it easily now. I don't suppose. No. But that's quite nice. I do love making things. It's like with quilts where you can think, oh, I remember that shirt. I remember that shirt.
Yeah.
I remember this top. I used to wear that all the time.
True. Oh, Paula's here.
Hey, Paula! Oh, you're not that late. Paula, it's early there, isn't it? I know Christine said it a bit because Paula's in New Zealand, for anyone that doesn't know. Christine's in Australia, and their clocks have just changed. So we went into British summertime when they went into their daylight saving, and I think it would be about 5 o'clock in the morning now for Christine.
Yeah, it makes things even more awkward, doesn't it?
Is it probably about 8 a.m. for you, is it, Paula? Oh, that snoring's driving me nuts. I'm so glad everybody else can't hear it.
Hear it.
Yes, you can, you liar. Just do that to wind me up even more.
I would never do anything to wind you up.
Paula, if you or anybody else who's new, I don't remember seeing Pat before.
Ooh,
I do know Pat because we swapped squares, but I mean, I don't think I've seen her before this evening. And Dee, who's Dee? Who is Dee? Is that Diane? Anyway, anybody that has only just joined, if you want to be in with a chance of winning an amazing rug making kit by Ragged Life and this lovely book to go with it by the lady who started Ragged Life. These have both been donated by our fabulous Jacks on Discord, Jackie Parry, if you're in the Facebook group. She's donated that, and I'm going to send them wherever in the world. So wherever you are in the world, you can enter to win that little
even if you're somewhere
package.
crazy at 6 a.m. like Australia.
And that's got everything you need except some old clothes to cut up into strips and a pair of scissors to cut them up with.
Yes, you will need to provide your own
Yeah.
rags, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is fair, because it would be enormous if that was all provided in the kit, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be quite a big package, so I will send it economy. If it goes overseas, I'll send it economy. I can't get this one through. These are a bit too fat. I've cut these ones too fat. These blue ones.
It may look like I was just laughing at the phrase "big package." That's just your imagination. I was laughing about muffs and rugs.
I think I might go into a bit more of the... Oh, I've just dropped all them on the floor now. That's good.
Well, that'll make it difficult.
Yeah, well, let's have another shade of green. My bub's going numb on the seat.
Yeah, people can definitely hear the dog.
What dog?
What do you mean, what dog?
I mean that dog.
Dog.
Dog. Oh, that dog.
Thinking the one that you've been saying about most of your life.
No, it's because the for me the snoring is outweighing the dog at the moment. It depends on which noise my brain has decided to tune into.
Yeah.
At the moment, it's definitely the snoring.
I've got a dog groomer lives next door to me. You want to hear it from there sometimes.
Oh,
it's horrendous.
Yeah,
absolutely horrendous. Yeah.
I expect a lot
Especially
of dogs don't like going in there. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Sounds like they're being murdered half the time, poor things.
I've seen a lot of videos of dog grooming, and huskies especially seem to scream
Huskies
like they're being
love
murdered.
it,
Yeah. They're very vocal.
Enough, we're not particularly dog people, but you have watched quite a few of those dog grooming videos, haven't we?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't know why, they're
person,
just quite fascinating.
I don't hate dogs because I'm aware that cats are objectively better than dogs.
Do you get cat grooming?
Yeah, they do.
Pet groomers will groom cats, yeah. It's not necessary as often, but if you've got one of the really fluffy ones so they can't really clean themselves properly.
Yeah.
There's special breeds who have weird mouths so they can't lick themselves.
Yeah, ones with the flat faces and things.
Yeah.
I was watching...
My daughter wants to do my cat, sorry.
Oh, does he?
She wants to give her the dinosaur cut where they basically shave the body and just leave spikes of fur everywhere.
That'd be cool.
And I said, well, actually, I think it'd be very brave because my cat's semi-feral.
Ooh,
and
good luck to her then.
she had a tick on her today, so I had to throw a towel on her and hold her really tight while my daughter got the tick off of her. And she spat and she swore. My daughter said, I don't think I will groom your cat, Mum. I said, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, maybe best not.
Oh.
Yeah, when cats are not pleased with something, they will show that they are not pleased.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she did, but we got the tick, so that was good. Yeah, I get foxes in the garden, so...
foxes make some lovely noises, don't they?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure she goes out and plays with it, because then she comes in covered in blooming ticks. So.
Oh, nice.
You get hedgehogs get a lot of ticks as well, don't they? Makes them quite poorly sometimes.
Yeah.
It's a shame hedgehogs don't make good pets.
No, they're not. They're not very
in captivity because they are adorable.
They're not very
things.
They're not doing very well. They're really not. They need more. They need more love, or so they need more looking after, because they're dying out, aren't they? They're having a lot of problems. They're quite endangered now, aren't they? They didn't used to be. When I was a kid, they were quite common. Yeah. I'm getting all engrossed now. I'm forgetting to talk. I'm forgetting what we're doing. I'm forgetting that we're here. Hello, everybody.
I'm trying to keep an eye on chat, but there's not a space to say anything to anyone. Tomorrow's Mother's Day in the USA.
Oh, is it?
Happy Mother's Day to all mothers in places where it is Mother's Day.
Blood splatters on the furniture. Yeah, I suppose they're all full of blood, aren't they? Peacocks. Now they're no noise. Is that peacocks on Sue's caravan, isn't it? Yeah, I think she said about that before. Just stop it, Zoe. Thank you. He doesn't need any encouragement on that front.
I would not dream of doing any such thing, Zoe. Not in a million years.
I could really hear that on my headphones as well.
I was hoping you'd notice because I was patting your head.
We were playing Beat Saber and O-Shape earlier on, weren't we? O-Shape is new to me. That was suggested by Thornius.
Yeah.
You have to. It's got this thing where you see. This is in VR, so you've got your Quest. Oh, I've got a Quest, whatever VR headset you've got. You've got your headset on, and you can see these shapes, these silhouettes coming towards you, and you have to make yourself into that shape. And sometimes it's ducking down or around things, and you have to punch things. And my worst thing is trying to make my head realise that. See that picture and realise I've got to do this. All that.
Yeah, you guys have seen that game show where people have to make their shape and get through the wall or get knocked backwards into water. Yeah. It's that without the water.
Oh, right. No, I didn't know it was a yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I could do without the water.
Yeah, you would not like that part.
But yeah, it's quite... But it's not... at the moment, it's not so much physically difficult to keep up with. It's my brain realising what shape it's got to go into.
Yes, it does seem a little taxing at the moment for you.
But I'll get it. But I'm a demon on Beat Saber now.
She is better than you might think.
Better than you might think for my age. Yeah. I tried to get this. There's this other one called Dance Central, and it looked like it would be like going out clubbing without actually having to leave the house. Basically, go out and dance with people that you never have to actually, meet. But then they withdrew it, so I'm so glad I didn't. I nearly bought it last week, and then they've withdrawn it this week, and my money would be down the pan.
Yeah, there's people complaining that the game's gone, they can't play it, they can't get a refund.
Yeah,
weird.
I think that's shocking.
Although some of those complaints were earlier than last week, so I've no idea what's going on, but clearly something.
Yeah. It was definitely only last week I was looking at it, and I think it was even giving me a special offer, so it was actively encouraging me to buy it.
Oh, yeah, Thorny says he's looking forward to mini golf. We're going to be playing VR mini golf with Thorny over the next week sometime.
I better have a surreptitious practice.
Yes. She's not terrible.
I'm not great though.
Your main problem is remembering the controls.
Yeah. But if I just need to do a few beforehand. I would definitely play you at Beat Saber as well, Thornius. I might stand a chance of beating you at that. You
I've
never know.
seen Thornius playing Beat Saber.
So have I.
Yeah, no, you'd lose.
I'd lose. But I might be better than you thought.
Thornius is a young person.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
Oh, Gabby's got to go. Having a problem with the cat. Not eating. Oh, that's very sad.
There's your fannies again.
Yeah, having trouble with your fannies.
For anybody that's wondering why on earth I said that, that is what Gabby calls them. That's not me.
It is, yes. Yeah. See, I'm lazy as well, Zoe, but the thing is, VR is fun enough that it makes me do things I'd otherwise be too lazy to do.
It's exercise without being exercise, basically.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine, unless my life literally depended on it, I can't imagine ever going to a gym or anything.
Yeah.
Oh, I just pulled that straight
All
through.
the way through.
I don't mind walking, quite like walking.
Yeah.
I like dancing, as long as nobody's watching. And I do like the way Beat Saber kind of, it's just gamified exercise, isn't it, really?
It's a rage quit Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Is that because you realise that Final Fantasy VII is an overrated game?
Is he winding you up again, Zoe?
He is, yeah.
Can't imagine Tom trying to wind someone up.
I know, it is hard to believe, isn't it?
See, I'm not being at all methodical, but this is what anybody who sees me doing now is not the way to do it. I'm not being at all methodical.
I mean,
I'm
you're putting rags into a backing.
Yeah, but I should be working in rows. Is Jackie still
Should
there?
you?
Jackie, do you like work in rows? Oh,
She
no,
said earlier she does not work in rows.
she doesn't.
Yeah.
Jackie didn't like rules, so that doesn't surprise me. But what Jackie did was, because she did different designs, she drew them out so you can just use like a Sharpie or something and draw straight onto the Hessian, and then you can keep to those lines. But I'm just randomly just covering this canvas with this Hessian with whatever piece takes my fancy. Just doing little drifts of them, whatever. I'm kind of doing this in the same way that I plant plants in my garden. Well, like I used to when we had the bigger garden.
But you don't have to stoop and hurt your back.
Yeah.
Ideal.
I'm doing it in drifts rather than dotting them
Dawn's
around.
here. Hi, Dawn.
Hello, Dawn. How you doing? How's studying going?
Yeah, I have not been excellent. I was not able to join the stream last week because I was poisoned by some awful cooking. Possibly.
It's not that. Otherwise, everybody would have been ill.
How are you feeling the day after?
I just felt a bit tired and peaky. I wasn't feeling nauseous and stuff like you were.
But don't worry, everyone. Her assassination attempt failed. I survived to pat her head another day.
I wonder how to get this glass mat off, because it's really annoying. It keeps slipping.
A bit slippy, yeah.
Yeah. I need some black now.
You need that grippy rubber mat stuff to put on it.
Yeah. Didn't
You've
think
probably
that
got some
through,
of
did
that
I? I can't be bothered faffing around now. Right, let's have a few black pieces out.
Yeah.
These t-shirts were a girl I used to work with. They've all got this kind of heavy metal, or did have these sort of heavy metal pictures on the front. I was making t-shirt yarn at the time, so I collected up t-shirts from people at work. And then I got bored with that, started something else. Where did I get to just now? You see, I find it really difficult to keep in rows.
Well, that's the bonus of not doing it in rows. Doesn't matter where you got to.
It doesn't matter. As long as you leave about the right sort of gap between, it's not going to...
If you don't use any method, you can't do it wrong.
You can't say it's wrong.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's meant to look awful. It's fine.
So what was the general consensus on the favourite Doctor Who? And what has anybody else watched? We won't say anything about what happened. We watched it while we ate dinner, didn't we? Before we streamed.
Oh yes, the latest episode
The latest
of the new
Doctor Who. What did everybody think? So this is the first one with the new guy, whose name I've forgotten already.
A silly special.
The Christmas one, yeah. Which was like a musical or something.
Is his name Shuti Gatwa?
Yeah, something like that.
With a spelling that would not be my first guess at how to pronounce it.
I think that's why I'm not remembering it yet. It will take a little while for that to sink in. I think it's very good.
Doctor Who on the adverts.
Really?
You should give it a try sometime, Dawn. I wouldn't suggest doing
if you can get it there.
The whole going all the way back to the very start thing necessarily.
I did watch it all the way from 1963.
Yeah.
Every episode that's available on BBC iPlayer.
Oh, Claire can't stand any of them.
Really?
Let's ban Claire. Zoe's not going to be watching it.
Yeah, I like Peter Capaldi's gone down as my favourite now.
He was very good, yeah. I think some of the writing in a couple of the episodes he did was not ideal, but he kind of pulled it through.
He's got enough weight to kind of, I just think he just gave it a little bit of darkness.
Yeah, it needed a bit of darkness.
Yeah. The ones that I don't like are when they're just constantly making jokes and it's all a bit silly. And I was a bit worried it was going that way today, so I'm going to reserve judgment and see how subsequent episodes go.
Jane used to watch it from behind the sofa, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. The music still gives me like butterflies. It still has that kind of reaction. Yeah.
Patricia's got to get out of bed and get going. Thanks for stopping by for a while at least.
Bye, Pat. Did you enter the drawer? Anybody who sort of entered the drawer and then has to go, I'll have to message you or something if I don't already have your address. But I'll let you know. Please don't. I'm just going to do the warning now, and I'll do it again at the end. Don't anybody think that I would ever contact you, tell you you've won a prize, and to ask you to give me your bank details or log on to an external website and put any of your personal details in or anything. If you win, we're not going to charge you for postage or anything. I would never ask you for bank details. Please be aware we got scammed a couple of giveaways ago, which is why I'm doing it this way now, doing it a bit differently now. So please be aware, don't go sharing bank you just won't need to share bank data. You don't, or other personal details. The only thing I'm going to need is your address to actually send it to, obviously. But to be fair, if you felt wary about that, you could give a work address or something, couldn't you? I suppose it doesn't have to be a personal address even then. So yeah, I'll say that now. I won't, because a couple of people were scammed. Yeah,
there was some unsavoury characters.
That was through. I think it was the Facebook group. Yeah. Our group is now private. But obviously there were people already in the group. So whoever was already in there kind of, but...
Yeah, it's like we're not completely safe now that that's private because someone whose account was hacked was able to message someone on the Discord recently. That's all sorted now. But,
these things do happen. It's just that it's always worth being aware. It would be very strange for. I can't imagine a situation where you would be asked for bank details and it would be legit like that in that kind of way, would it?
Yeah. Really? No one's ever. Like, if you ever get someone saying, "Oh, hi, I'm from Facebook. Tell me your password for security reasons." Never do that. They'll never ask you for your details over a message like that. No official company. I don't think they're legally allowed.
They're not allowed to do it. They wouldn't. Yeah, they're so good, these scammers, though, aren't they? They get better and better. I must admit, though, some of the emails I get through, I think, how on earth would anybody ever fall for this? It's so badly kind of put together. But
that can be done on purpose.
Yeah, because it weeds out the people who are going to fall for it.
Yeah, they don't want to waste their time on people who will notice small mistakes.
Yeah.
So they put small mistakes in to get rid of it. It's,
And, a lot of people, they're doing the whole thing on their phone, so you don't see things so well, maybe, or,
Yeah.
They play on people's fears. But as far as this goes, just, I will never ask you for bank details. There is no reason why I ever would.
No.
These scammers have got quite clever and had even set up a website with my face on it, basically.
Yeah.
So it looked like me sending messages on Facebook, and it was a bit. Everybody was all right in the end. Nobody actually lost out, or if they did, the bank sorted it, so we were okay. But it could have been worse. So I'm very wary now.
With their fraud departments and stuff.
So I won't anymore be doing giveaways where I sort of allow sort of entries beforehand via Facebook and stuff. I'm just going to do them like this now, where the people who are here can join while they're here, and
it makes you less of a target.
Yeah.
Oh, Jackie,
I've done that with YouTube now. So
I saw that you were doing that the other day. So
Yeah, there'd just be surprise ones, and it'll be to people that comment. I don't even do the random comment picker now. I just put their names in a hat, and that's it, really. So
yeah.
It's
and it's nice because it's people that are genuinely watching you, your regular viewers as well.
You're rewarding people for helping you out.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. Because when I did those key ring giveaways, I had so many people contact me, and then there was yourself and a couple of other people afterwards, and I thought, because I only had 8, I thought, it's a real shame. But the ones that had commented, I obviously put a comment under their comment to contact me in my email.
Yeah.
Never heard a thing. So
see, why would you bother to do that and then not?
I think they do so many that they kind of don't even go back and check. I don't know. I don't know.
They just randomly kind of enter at the time on a whim kind of thing, and then forget all about it. Yeah. Whereas if they were a regular watcher, they would see.
Yeah.
Anyway, wouldn't they?
Yeah, so I'm just going to do it like that now. If I'm making something and I decide it's going to be a giveaway, I'm just going to choose from the comments, and I feel that's. I think that's nice. I know.
Yeah, I think that's good. I think it's good. That's what I'll be doing from now on, and it keeps everybody a bit safer. Everybody, I didn't want to feel responsible for anybody getting scammed.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating because you're just trying to do a nice thing,
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's just a shame.
Yeah. Sorry, your daughter's...
My daughter's sending me through... Yeah, she's sending me through loads of photos. They're up on Dartmoor at the moment.
Oh, they've seen them already?
No, she just said, look at the amount of people, and all you can see is a stream of traffic lights all coming up onto Dartmoor.
Oh, wow.
So, there's going to be loads up there, so...
Yeah.
But she said the temperature's dropped. I just had to go back and get... Sorry?
It's impressive you can make Dartmoor crowded. That's a lot of people.
Well, yeah. Well, where they are, they're up on Haytor, which is, I think, the highest point. I don't know, but it overlooks Teignmouth and the sea.
Right.
And it's quite a gathering place. And she said there was loads of people there. So but she's just had to run back to the car and get their coats because she said that the temperature has just suddenly gone downhill rapidly. Right. So
I guess that's the problem with a clear night. That's ideal.
I suppose that's good. That means it's a nice clear night. Yeah. I can still remember when we had the eclipse in 2000 down in Cornwall, and
that was great.
I was working nights that night. I was on the hospital ward, and some of us were up on the roof of the hospital, and and there were farmers all over Cornwall trying to let out, getting portaloos in their fields and trying to charge a fortune for people to camp on their fields. And in the event, I think it was a pretty cloudy night and you couldn't really see very much, but
sure, it goes spookily dark there.
Yeah.
The birds were confused.
When did we have the one during the day? Because
that was since I've been here.
Oh, okay.
I think
so. The previous one, we were out at sea when the eclipse happened.
Oh my god!
And well, it was not. We weren't that far off the coast, but anyway, and it was during the day, and birds were just landing.
Yeah, because birds just think it's. I suppose they think what the hell's going on, don't they? They don't know what's going on.
Yeah. It was totally bizarre, and it was really eerie when when the sun disappeared. It was the sea just totally becalmed, and it was like
very strange.
It was
I'm getting the two mixed up in my head together now. I can't.
That was the last eclipse I remember seeing.
No, I wasn't at the hospital when the eclipse happened, was I? I think I thought it was going to be.
What happened when I was
because I remember
during the day we were.
Yeah, because we filmed that. Yeah. Yes, it's a very eerie experience, isn't it? Even if you can't see a clear sun being eclipsed, you get that strange darkness and the birds all confused and
it went cold. It went so cold.
Yeah.
And it was glorious and sunny.
Yeah. I remember everybody buying those things you could look through.
Glasses.
And all those things about how to make your own and everything. Whole lot of people thinking they were going to make a killing.
I'll tell you what's funny about the latest eclipse thing that was went across America recently. Was all the flat earthers and the different ways they were trying to explain what an eclipse is.
Oh, right. Oh, interesting. Yeah, we've been watching a lot of flat. I hope nobody here is going to be offended. I hope there aren't any flat earthers here, but
I hope for multiple reasons there's none here.
oh, crikey. Yeah. That's just made me think I haven't been looking at chat for a while.
Yeah.
Wow. Wendy's youngest grandson was born during the eclipse.
Impressive.
Yeah. I was trying to imagine it from the other point of view, giving birth during an eclipse. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Feels like
Nurses
a bad
all being
omen if you just didn't know it was coming.
Yeah.
No doubt the Earth is indeed not flat. It's not even level, is it? There's mountains everywhere.
Oh, there are so many funny videos on
They're amazing
on YouTube. People thinking they're debunking proper science.
Yeah. Flat Earth Society, they've got members all around the globe. Four elephants are doing a great job of holding us all up.
Yeah.
I mean, the best argument I've ever heard that shows that the Earth isn't flat is we know very well that if there was an edge to the Earth, cats would have pushed everything off it. Guaranteed.
Yeah. But seriously, the best argument is why would there, why would there be this conspiracy to convince us that the Earth is
who stands to gain from this?
Why would they bother going to, and also, it was first worked out back in the, was it 1500? When was it? When did they first
surprisingly long
decide?
time.
Yeah, was it 1500s? When they first decided, or even earlier, I don't know, I'm not very knowledgeable on it, but I mean, I trust the opinion and the wisdom of people cleverer than me. I trust the photos I've seen. And there just isn't any better, I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah.
I think some of them must be faking it just to get lots of views on their YouTube.
There's definitely some that do that, yeah.
Yeah.
And yes, Terry Pratchett's Discworld books, absolutely excellent.
I came across one of them the other day having a clear out. That was one of the books that I didn't get rid of. I just had to keep that.
Okay.
I think the one I've got is called A Thief of Time. Is that one called A Thief of Time?
I don't think I've read that one.
Yeah. I've got it if you want to borrow it.
I don't want to use a physical book. Not 1,000 years old.
I was going through two of my bookcases the other day. I've really got to clear some stuff. I'm doing, I think it's a Swedish thing. I've been told it's called Swedish death cleaning. Not that I think I'm going to die or anything, but it's just kind of having this clear out. All that I'm Swedish. It's just having this kind of like a massive clear, like really getting rid of stuff. Like basically, so Tom ain't got to do it one day.
I'll just throw everything in a skip anyway.
Just get the house clean. And so I've been trying to be really ruthless with my books, but I'm so attached to my books. It's like each one has got memory. My cook, I've got a whole, 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 shelves full of just cookery books. And I brought it down to one shelf, which was really quite heartbreaking to do.
Yes, you
but they've got answers for that, Zoe. We didn't really land on the moon. They just think that whole thing is faked up.
Yeah.
They seriously think
I think it was a soundstage somewhere.
Yeah.
There's a very good Mitchell and Webb sketch about that.
About
whether or not they fake. It's like it's the people saying they're going to fake this moon landing, and they work out that they'd still have to build a massive rocket capable of going to the moon, because the first thing people do is ask how they got there, and they have to be able to say, on that massive rocket you saw. So the only real savings they'd make is catering. And it would actually be cheaper to send 3 astronauts to the moon than a whole crew.
But clearly whoever wrote that sketch has watched some of these flat earthers. Yeah. Unbelievable. Is that the snippy sound of a pair of scissors? Snipping.
Yes, it's me, sorry.
Yeah, snip, snip. I love that sound.
It is a good sound, isn't it?
Yeah. Snip, snip.
I'm making cozies for my unruly threads.
Oh.
Kind of inspired by your little Indian pots, the little Suffolk pots ones.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice. Good idea.
I was watching you do it, and I thought that would help keep my unruly spools of Wonderfil from unravelling.
Smart.
So I'm making some of those.
Did you see Christine's thing? I think I left you a comment about it. Christine she had some wheels of, I don't know, I think it might have been a similar thing to that. What is it called? Wonderfil.
Yeah.
She had this plastic stuff and she cut up an old, it's like that packaging that I think she had it from one of those old like portable like little mini greenhouse things you get, like a cheap, you get them like for $15.99, those like greenhouses you put together. I don't know how to describe them.
Basically a bag with a frame.
Yeah. And sometimes you get the same sort of plastic. It's like it's quite tough, but it's quite soft and quite thick plastic, and you sometimes get it with like duvet sets in and things. Anyway, she used plastic like that, cut it into strips, wrapped it around the things, and it kind of clings to itself and it keeps the thread in order. And she thought of it because she ordered some threads and they came wrapped like that, and she thought, oh, this is a good idea, what have I got that I could do that with?
Yeah, I know you can get like a netting, but yeah, I'm just making little cozies for it, and they're looking quite cute.
Yeah, it's a nice excuse to make little cute things, isn't it? Yeah. I like making little things.
Well, they look like big things while you're making them.
Ha ha ha. The thing about little things is you've got half a chance of finishing them as well. I've got a lot of bigger projects that are only half finished.
Well, speaking of, Dawn would like to know what you do with the textile craft that you make.
Well, do you know, with all the stuff that I'm making out of the bazaar packs, I think I'm going to see how much I can make out of all 6 packs. So I've got a great big basket full of it, and I might just have a big sale of it.
Yeah. Did you have any luck with that charity thing you were going to give your stuff to? The reason you were making the muff originally?
Yes, they did come back to me and they sent me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was going to. No, it's probably not a good time to do it today. I'll do it in a video. But yeah, I found there's this thing called the Norfolk Knitters and Stitchers Society, Norfolk Knitters and Stitchers group. I can't think. But they have like a list of all of the local charities that are looking for stitched and knitted and crocheted items for various reasons. Everything from blankets to gloves to toys to clothes, and things that people make, you want to find a home for, really. So I'm going to use up all my stash of wool to make some stuff for them. I think they have a whole thing, you can go and buy wool cheap from them as well, and they have like these gatherings where you can go and sit and stitch with people, but I'm happier stitching here and talking to you lot, really, rather than actually going somewhere. So, but I will. It means I can drop. I've joined them now, and it means I can just drop stuff off, and they will find a home, a useful place for it. Whether it's things that people actually need, like warm hats and gloves and things in the winter, or it's things to sell for charity, or sometimes it's things like baby blankets and stuff, But some of it I just, I save them to give as gifts when I need just something to give a friend, or, It's difficult, I think we all have that thing, all of us who like crafting and art and stuff as well. It's like you do all this stuff, but what do you do with it, really? I mean, you do it just for the joy of doing it. There doesn't have to be a reason, but you've still got a physical thing you've got to do something with.
Yeah.
I like making it, like you were saying the other day, Sue, weren't you? And I think Christine's been saying it a lot as well. You're into making things at the moment that are actually practical, functional items.
Yeah. I think everything I make has got to have an end use, otherwise I just don't see the point in making it, and I don't know whether that's a good attitude or not, actually. But it's got to have a practical, sensible use.
I can see that. Yeah. But sometimes I do just make things just for the joy of doing it as well.
Yeah.
But if it's a bit of both, then that is perfect.
Yeah.
If I can enjoy making it and it's also useful, that's icing on the cake.
I'm not going to do anything with those ATCs. They'll probably sit in a box there just as a reference thing. But I'm loving making them. So,
and you're learning from
fun.
all the techniques you're using.
I'm relearning a lot. Yeah.
I'm going to try making some of that, making my own version of that Citrasolve.
I'll tell you what, it cleans your patio.
Cleans all, and it smells lovely, doesn't it, as well?
Yeah, it killed all the moss, so it's good.
Probably get it out on your front area.
Could do, yeah.
Tom's got a very
What's
messy
the
front
recipe for
area.
making it then, Annie?
Well, I think there's different ones. I know Karen, Snoppy's still there, look. Now, she had one recipe. I actually wrote it down here. Written it down and lost it. I thought it was on this notepad.
Probably is. You've
just got a lot of bits of it now. It's basically orange. It was oranges, and the one I'm going to try now is literally just orange peels. I'm going to get rid of I'm going to segment the oranges first and just have the oranges to eat, and just take the outside peel off, leave all the pith behind, just the outside peel, and then you put it in an airtight container and top that up with white vinegar and salt, a certain amount of salt, can't remember how much. And I think the favourite recipe I've found is just that. You leave it for a couple of weeks and then strain it. It reminds me very much of how I've made like fruity liqueurs, like alcoholic liqueurs.
Probably doesn't taste as good.
No, that would have a lot of sugar in as well.
Yeah.
So I guess it's the same thing, because the spirit vinegar, the white vinegar is a bit like a spirit, and the salt is going to preserve it as well.
And the concentrate of the orange out of the skin, I suppose.
Yeah, and then you get rid of the skins and stuff, and you've just got this liquid. It probably, I don't know what it'll smell like because of the vinegar. I don't know if it smells so nice.
It will smell very vinegary,
Yeah. Sloppy's saying Sloppy's been doing this. She's saying I love gifting. She's been doing these just because things, and I was the beneficiary of one of Sloppy's just because. And I'm going to show it off now. Here it is. Oh, hang on. Headphones gone.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, hang on a minute. I've got it here with my my kits I got at the Stitch Festival in.
What a handsome bag.
That bag was beautiful. Yeah.
A beautiful bag. You can't really see it. It's not the best way to show it. It's all these different patches of all these different colours and patterns of different shades of blue. And then you've got, in amongst it, there's these lovely little, like, hand embroidered details. Absolutely beautiful. Every time I look at it, it's like I see something different. These circles, all different textures. Like that's velvet there. There's denim, and there's that's velvety.
I remember you showing us. It was stunning.
Oh yeah, and it's so well made as well, because it's got all these pockets inside. It's got feet on the bottom. Yeah, it's just I just love it. It's just, and it's a really practical, useful bag as well. But again, functional as well as beautiful.
Yeah.
And I can't believe it. She was saying, I hope it doesn't fall apart or anything. I don't think that's going to fall apart in a million years. It's very sturdily made.
Ooh, Marianne's asking what cleans the moss that was mentioned.
Ah,
I'll let Sue talk about that then. Over to you, Sue.
Well, the one I got, I can't remember what it was called. Hang on. It's Citrasolve does it, I think, as well. But this was called Lemonine. I got it off eBay, and it said it was exactly the same stuff. So,
I've got a big industrial container of that somewhere.
It's the limonene recipe that Karen was using the other day.
Is that what it was? Right. Okay. Yeah.
So so she's put the recipe there: orange peel and lemon, ginger, salt, and a small amount of washing up liquid. Yeah, there are different. I haven't seen one with ginger. There are different recipes.
Not ginger, vinegar.
Oh, vinegar. Yeah. So that is.
I got auto-corrected.
That is pretty much pretty much what I had there as well. So what I'm thinking is I'm just gonna, because I don't like eating oranges, because I don't, the piss it just makes me gag. I can't. Ugh. So if I'm going to eat an orange, I have to like take all the peel off and segment it and take the piss bit off and everything. So I'll do that, get rid of all of that, just save the very outside peel, and I'll try using that to make the limonene.
Yeah, I think
it's called limonene D or D limonene.
Yeah, I've got a big container of it.
Have you?
Yeah. Somewhere.
I don't have to make
one
it.
Of my boxes
Tom's got a bit.
Somewhere.
He's got giant containers of chemicals.
Yeah. It's one of the only solvents that would dissolve a type of glue that was used for bonding the covering of a heated build plate.
I should have known.
On a 3D printer I had. So yeah.
I should have known you would have had some.
Of course I do. Yeah.
Oh, can I have some, please? Then.
No.
I shall still try making it and see how it goes.
I'll have to see if I can find it. I don't know if the container was closed when it might have all evaporated out of the container or something. But yeah.
When I came home in that taxi from yours the other day, I had that huge bottle of white vinegar, and he insisted I put all my shopping in the back. And then I could hear this thing of vinegar sliding around back and forth the whole way home. I was really worried it's going to burst vinegar all over his
That would have been a
car.
pleasant
He's
smell.
a bit precious about his car. I think that's why he did all my shopping in there. Oh, talking about shop, have I got them? Yeah. I've got to show these off. Now, has anybody else who watches YouTube been bombarded with the advert about Guggenheim professional tailor shears? I'm so sick of seeing that advert. However,
it was quite an effective advert, apparently.
It was quite effective. Does anybody want to see what the Guggenheim professional tailor shears?
Has anyone
really
else been
like?
conned by this advert?
That's the one I skip all the time. Yeah.
They show it and show it and show it. The only thing I don't like at the moment is, Tom, you're going to know exactly what I mean. Take hold of those scissors.
Mm-hmm. Yep, no.
You know exactly what I mean straight away, don't you?
That's not a texture you're going to enjoy, and that's not going to go away either.
All right.
That's on purpose.
This handle is like... I think I'm going to have to bind it with something.
It's been dipped in that slightly grippy, rubbery stuff.
Yeah. It's probably good, but...
I'm sure it's great, but I know exactly why you hate it.
But it's not...
Yeah.
But ideal for... Because I had to get some new scissors anyway, because my dressmaking scissors were getting just a bit tired, and probably from doing a lot of stuff like this. But the advert, if you ever do sit through it, they show people cutting through like 6 layers of a heavy wool fabric and leather, and the kind of things that if you tried to cut it with a bad pair of scissors, it would just all kind of crumple up. And apparently right down to the point they're sharp. We shall see.
Borrow them for a second. I've got to trim some sandpaper.
Tom didn't get adverts either, Dawn. It's because he pays for...
I do, yeah.
Per Prime, whatever it's... Is it Prime?
Premium. Yeah.
But,
I could just use an ad blocker, but I'd rather the YouTube creators that I watch get the money, even though I don't have to see the adverts.
That's it, because you play... you do...
I object to the adverts, not the creators getting paid.
Yeah, we still get revenue for people who... Yeah. But yeah,
In fact, I think they get paid as though I'd watched the entire advert, which is even better than if I watched until it says skip. I think it counts as a full view.
Oh, right.
Because I would definitely be clicking skip if that was what I was doing.
Listen, I'm going to have to go back and watch all this chat tomorrow.
You are, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it over and over and over again, Jan, and even since I bought... I feel like it should know that I have now bought them and it can shut up telling me about them, because I just see it every time I watch YouTube now.
That is an excellent autocorrect there, Paula.
Yeah, have you got moles in your shower? I bet you'd be
just
more
put
like
a little ladder in over the side of the bath.
Geckos in your shower, wouldn't you, over there? Because Paula's in the rainforest where she is. Quite amazing. Well, I suppose it's not amazing if you always live there. It probably doesn't seem so amazing to you. Maybe it does still. G Drive subscription. All right. Yeah, that's good to know.
And she does have an ad blocker, but it's turned off for YouTube, I believe.
Yeah, I do use I use an ad blocker. I do have an ad blocker on. But yeah, I've got it turned off for YouTube. And some other things insist that you turn it off. Like if you're trying to watch Channel 4, for instance, it will come up and say, we see you've got an ad blocker on. We want you to turn it off, otherwise we're not going to show you anything. And other things will come up and say, we can see you've got an ad blocker. We'd prefer it if you turned it off, but they will still. Yeah. But with YouTube, I've got it turned off because I feel like I'm supporting my fellow YouTubers, I suppose, really.
Yeah.
Oh yes, just as I've just reminded you there, do remember to type join if you want to enter the draw. I'm seeing a few names I haven't cut in sandpaper. He's not big and he's not funny, Alison. Just in case anybody hasn't seen yet, here is the beautiful giveaway donated by Fabulous Jax. So you can see I'm sitting here making a rug now. So we've got this Rag Rugs, Pillows and More book by Elspeth Jackson, who also started Ragged Life, not Rugged Life, Ragged Life.
The camping
and
thing.
It's a Ragged Life kit in here with everything you need to get started making your first rug. Everything except whatever old t-shirts and stuff you're going to cut up.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to post that anywhere in the world. So just bear in mind, if you're on the other side of the world from me, it will take a few weeks to get there because I'm not going to be sending it the most expensive way, probably.
Yeah, fair enough, because it ramps up in price very quickly depending on the distance, doesn't it?
I mean, I'll have a look. I haven't weighed it yet, so I'll have a look. If I can send it fast-tracked delivery or something, I will, but I probably won't.
Yeah. Alison, I don't know if you agree, but I think the funniest part about the sandpaper threat was how long it took her to notice what I'd said.
Yeah, I just handed it over to her.
So, yeah, there you go. Wait a second.
This is so much harder trying to do it like this when I can spread it out over the sofa and over my lap when I'm doing this downstairs. It's so much easier. I can see where I am. And I can see how if I was doing what Jackie did, which is like drawing shapes out first, then you know you know where you're going. Fascinating
story from Deb there. Took a dead mole into school. That's an excellent start to any story. I didn't know they don't get rigor mortis. That's interesting.
See, you would have been, if you were there, if you were a kid at Deb's school,
I'd have been equally fascinated.
You'd have been fascinated. Yeah. You used to take pictures of dead rats and things, didn't you? And
yeah.
There was one time he was fascinated by the. Can you remember white dog poo? He used to get white dog poo. It was something they used to feed them that they don't anymore. So apparently you don't get it anymore. Anyway, there was this one that we used to pass on the way to school every morning. It was there for ages.
It's white and furry somehow.
And it was growing long fur, like some kind of mould, I suppose. So this long fur, and Tom was fascinated by it. He's about, how old were you then? About 16? No. He was only about like 4 at the time.
I mean, it was still poo, so I still wasn't touching it. But
no, you didn't touch it or anything like that. You knew it was poo, but it was just... You would like get sort of right down and look at it closely and want me to have a look as well. Yeah.
You've got a molehill.
It came from poodles.
Definitely try and catch a mole and send it to me. So that's an excellent plan. Put it in an envelope with a couple of holes in. Sure. Yeah, it's something they don't put in the dog food anymore, so it no longer...
I can't think what it is now. Somebody Google it. There is some reason why you don't see white dog poo anymore.
The information is readily available on Google. I don't remember what it is exactly, but...
Yeah. And I don't know if that's just in this country either. With other parts of the world, you still got white dog poo.
Who knows?
And of course, in those days... I think there were bylaws about letting your dogs crap everywhere, but they certainly weren't enforced, and there wasn't the social disapproval that there is now about it. I think these days people would think twice before openly walking off and leaving a steaming dog poo on the pavement.
I guess there's more readily available places to dispose of it now.
Well, there's that as well, but I mean...
But, yeah.
It used to be a nightmare when Richard was toddling and you were in the pushchair.
Yeah.
Having to navigate a pavement on the way to nursery with Richard in the morning and avoid wheels or my feet or Richard's feet coming home with unwanted extras. I used to get so cross about it. I used to think if I just dropped your nappies in the middle of the pavement, so people would have something to say about it, Yeah,
you got to clean up after your child, but not your dog.
Yeah. Now that's one of my pet peeves.
Apparently calcium would cause the white.
Calcium. I did wonder it might be something like calcium, but why would they have
The cause was commercial dog food that was rich in beef and bone meal, which had high calcium content.
Oh. So I wonder why they don't do it anymore. Have they decided it's bad for dogs?
Legal trading things. It's like, you can't call this meat because it's just bits of ground up bone.
Yeah. I was watching a programme the other day that has finally persuaded me to go as plant-based as I can, or at least go a bit nearer towards being plant-based diet. Largely because of environmental issues as well as for the animals' sake.
Yeah, and the fact you don't want to touch meat because it's gross.
It is gross. And we did have very nice plant-based burgers.
They were good, weren't they? Yeah, Beyond Meat burgers.
I've already banged on about that today. I just realised. Yeah, I know. They were nice, though.
Other people might not have been there at the time. Who knows? You've got to keep saying it.
Is there anyone who didn't hear about my dinner yet?
We're not sponsored by Beyond Meat, but...
You still have white dog poo. There you go. Different rules in different countries, isn't it? Yeah. Where's Sylvia? Night, Sylvia.
It's always the name
someone
of that
walking poo into school.
Tool.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't see it as much anymore, do you? Just poo being walked around because there's just less of it, I guess.
Less of it for people to walk in.
Although we're still, every time we go out, we still have to dodge at least one pile somewhere.
And if you're walking up little footpaths and things, people are just like,
Or fields where children play.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the name of the tool you're using?
This. It's called, hang on.
It's called a finger destroyer.
This isn't the kit. There's a similar thing in the kit that is in the prize, but this is by a different company, and they just called it a rag rugger, the versatile rug making tool. So
fair.
There's this, which basically, when you squeeze, it opens, and when you let go, it clamps very, very tightly. You do not want to get it on your finger. It really, really hurts. And so you haven't got to squeeze as you pull through, so it's a lot less tiring for your hands. And there's also, I've got an old hook here. This is a latch hook. I think this might have been my mum's old latch hook. It needs a clean up and an oil.
So I could do with a bit of a...
And this you push through. As you push it through, the latch opens. You grab the wool or the strip of fabric, and as you pull it back, the latch automatically closes to pull it through. But I found that using this all the way through is working for me. So somebody said, I had a couple of comments on the video I did about it. A couple of people saying they were taught differently with this. I think there are different ways of using these things, but I'm kind of going by what this says and what the book said. But as I say, I do remember using this very differently with wool when I was a kid with my mum. We used to we would get the piece of wool, fold it in. Let's get one that's more.
We could find a piece of wool in this.
I haven't got any wool. Yeah, we'd fold the piece of wool in half. We'd put the latch hook through and up, grab this, pull it through, and then we'd somehow you would go. I seem to remember going through the loop and pulling the ends through to knot it. Yeah. You remember that, didn't you, Sue? Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I used to do. Yeah.
And I can remember, even as quite a little kid at the time, just being quite kind of clip, clip, clip. It was quite a quick process. I remember really loving doing it.
You're saying that you probably would.
Yeah. Oh, it's not a spring hook in the kit. Is it a latch? Oh, yes, it's the latch. Oh, Can we show the pictures again, Tom, please?
No,
it's the latch hook with the kind of crook in it, isn't it? So it's not like this. It's got like a bend in it. The shape of it probably makes it much easier to use. Yeah, so you can just see it there. It's got that crook in it. And it's also got, I can show this, it's a different brand, but it's got a similar thing to this. And with this, you cut long strips of your old t-shirts or whatever it is you're going to use. You wind them round and round here like this. And I'm not going to do this because I don't want to cut this up.
Just seen the time. We need to do the draw.
Oh, do we?
It's 10 o'clock.
And then okay. I'll just show this because I've just done it. And then your scissors fit in here and you can just go clip, clip, clip through there and you get all of these little strips, which is how I've got these strips here. So that is also, the kit has got one of these in. It's got the bent latch hook, which is really handy. It's got you can see the Hessian there. There's instructions there. I just don't want to open it because it's just so beautifully packed. But it comes in this lovely Hessian bag. It's called Ragged Life. We used to sell these at the craft shop I worked in, actually. Yeah. And I looked at them and was too mean to buy one and then ended up getting this one. So this... I got this one online. I think they were a little bit cheaper, but that was there. That's there. I got that relatively recently. So they're probably still going, I'm sure. Yeah, so basically everything you need is in there.
Last few seconds to type exclamation mark join if you
Quickly
haven't joined
type in exclamation mark join if you...
Because my taxi will be here anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes from
The
now.
only clothes I sewed for my kids, Dawn, were their little kind of overalls they had to have for nursery school. I think that's the only one. And clown costumes. And I did a lot of costume making.
Oh, costumes, yeah.
I ended up making costumes for the whole school for nativity plays and things like that. I think maybe if they'd have been girls, I'd have enjoyed making little dresses and things. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, I can't stop feeling it's very tactile. Okay.
Yes.
The drawer is closed. They're going to do the drawer. Excited.
Yeah.
Good luck, everybody. Well, good luck to just one person. Everybody can't have good luck, so it's just
You
a
can
thing
all
you
have
say.
luck, I guess. Just someone's is going to be better than everyone else's. You've all got a fairly good chance because there's not many entries.
Yeah,
in there.
not that many actually. Yeah, not a bad chance. I love it. I do love a giveaway. I get so excited at this bit. My heart's racing. Brace myself for the drum roll.
You've got a little while to brace just yet. Okay, the wheel has the name.
It's like such a mess there, doesn't it? It'll look lovely in the end, though.
Probably, yeah.
I will come back and show photos of
Right,
this.
is everyone braced for the noise?
Is everyone ready? I'm ready for the noise, yeah. Louise Benfield.
Yay. Handmade by...
Louise Benfield, is she still with us? I know she was here earlier on, so I remember saying hello and noticed the name. I've lost the name again there now. Where's it gone? It was because it's taken it off automatically because it thinks I'm not going to let her win again. It was something like Crafts by Weezer.
It's still in the file
wasn't
that I've got,
Yeah.
so yeah, we can. Yeah.
So if what I will do is I'm hoping she's going to just be there.
Slightly too late, unfortunately.
Congratulations, Louise. I don't even know where she is in the world. I was hoping to be able to say where it was going to. Maybe she's gone now because it's like... Oh, there she is. There she is.
Excellent.
Handmade by... I said crafted by. Handmade by Louisiana. Well done, Louise. What I'm going to do is I will put my linktree. I think my linktree is already in the description box below this video. I don't know if you're in our Discord. I would just say message me on there, Arty Farty Annie. And if not, my email is in that linktree. So if you go to my linktree, you can find my... You're in Wales. I think you should get it fairly quickly then. So yeah, if you could just contact me one way or the other, so that I can get your address, and then I'll get that sent off to you. Saturday today, I'll get it sent off to you on Monday, hopefully.
Very nice.
Well done. I hope you enjoy that, and I expect to see some lovely photos of your first rug.
Yeah.
And thanks everybody. That's been a really fun evening. I don't know where that went. I feel like we've only been
It did go quite quick, didn't it?
for over 2 hours.
Yeah.
Wasn't quite so rude
Our
this time.
special guest made it fly by.
That's what it is, of course.
Yes.
Sue, are you still there? Thank you again, Sue.
I am, dear. That's all right.
It's been really nice having you keep us company.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed it. Thank you.
And it's nice to get a little sneaky peek.
It was.
Thanks to everybody for coming. Thanks to Sue and thanks to Jackie for those lovely prizes.
No problem.
That's really nice. That's really fun. I love giving stuff away, especially if someone else is giving it to me to give away. It's even better, isn't it?
Yeah.
I get all the fun of giving it away. Good evening with muffs and rugs. Yeah.
And just in case anyone isn't aware, is it Susie Q Makes on YouTube?
Yes.
Your channel?
I'll put Susie's link in as well. So if anybody hasn't found Sue's channel yet,
it'll be in the
Susie Q
description.
Makes. Yeah, I'll put it in the description box in a minute. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, we better say goodnight then. Pardon?
Oh, sorry.
Go on.
I was just going to say, don't judge me on my old videos. I had a comment on one of my really old videos the other day, and it was more or less on the lines of, I really think you need to learn how to do videos and blah, 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 blah. And I said to her, well, that was filmed about 3 years ago when I first started YouTube. I didn't have a clue how to edit. I'm not very good now.
Yeah.
And anyway, and I said, you'll have to give me the details of where your video is on this subject, and I never heard another thing. So,
Yeah. I'd love to learn from your expertise.
You're offering to help.
It's not easy doing. It's not easy doing YouTube with people.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot to learn.
I tell you what
It's not
is
just
easy.
doing the craft. It's doing also the filming, the editing, and all of that stuff that you have to learn.
What
And
is
you're not a
easy is not
professional.
saying anything at all.
Yes. If you haven't got something nice to say, just watch something else and don't say anything at all. Yeah.
Especially if it's an old video, you can see when it was posted.
Yeah. I must admit, I cringe at some of my old videos now. I cringe at some of my new videos now. So,
All of them, yeah.
But generally though, we get a lot of positivity in this community, don't we? I think the whole arty crafty kind of community is quite
Compared
kind.
to most of YouTube.
We don't get a lot of shite, do we, really?
Mostly good.
Mostly.
There's some people who don't know how to give constructive criticism and instead are just rude.
Yeah. And they don't think about the person who might be reading it.
They think they're helping, but...
Yeah.
Anyway, we best get going.
We need to go, because otherwise you're going to... Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry. So I cut you off, didn't I? Sorry.
We could keep talking.
We could go on all day, couldn't we?
Yeah.
We could. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks again for joining us, and everyone.
Thanks again to everyone. Yeah. And we'll see you again next time.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Take care.
Sending a big 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
3 weeks till the next one.